I want to speak about how we change physically.
My hair is different. And I think part of it is because it's a sign of like quantum leaping too.
Oh my God, 100%. Then you
Yeah.
see people and they'll be like, oh my God, you're glowing.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like, yo, energy is so real.
It's like you have to make a decision to make that change. But also
Okay.
know that when change does happen, it goes quick.
That's amazing. Welcome back to another amazing episode of Gemini Soulcast. I'm your host, Sin.
And I'm your host, Rob.
And today, I want to speak about something very interesting.
Okay. What is this interesting topic you
I
speak
want to
of?
speak about how we change physically when we evolve or, when we go through things in life. Like when we level up, let's say. Why is that? Why is it, besides like the energy, what do you think that is?
Sometimes like I get what you're saying too, because I have moments when I'm sharing a picture of myself to somebody. Maybe it's a new person I'm meeting. Oh yeah, this is my family and things like that. And they're looking at the picture and they're like, damn, Rob, you look different. I'm like, it's only from 2 years ago. How much has changed?
Yeah.
And it's not just, oh, I'm getting older. It's 2 years later.
Yeah.
Energetically is different. My hair is different. And I think part of it is because it's a sign of like quantum leaping too.
Oh my God, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
You feel that?
Yeah. I feel that too. And I feel like a lot of times when you do, like whether you quantum leap or you pull yourself out of something, like you're not feeling good, right? Let's just say, and from one day to the next, you go through like change, like you feel a shift. And then next thing you know, like you're starting to feel better, or, if you go through depression or anything like that, which I have experienced.
Sames.
And you pull yourself out of it, you're feeling so much better. And then you see people and they'll be like, oh my God, you're glowing.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like, oh, what'd you do today? You look so different. I don't know, you just
Yeah.
have this thing about you. And it's like, yo, energy is so real.
It's like, hey, did you get a haircut? No.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
what is it? But in terms of that, let me ask you though, like, because I'm sure, like I just said, you've dealt with depression, so have I. Like,
Yeah.
was it something that you made the decision, like, all right, I'm done with this? Or was it something that, just gradually happened?
Ooh. I think it's both.
Okay.
You have to make a decision to make that change.
Okay.
And then when you make that change, then over time, you kind of see how that change gets exponentially greater.
Yeah.
It's like if you're on the same timeline, it's just business as usual.
Right.
When you actively, consciously make that change to quantum leap, boom, then you go from here and then you kind of go to a different path. But at the beginning, that path might seem pretty close to your original path, even though you made a left instead of a right. But as you keep going down, that distance becomes greater.
Yeah. Do you think that's part of like an identity shift?
Yes.
Like, you set the intention, and then while you're setting the intention, you're thinking like, wait, who would Rob be in this? Because that's how they say, right? That we manifest things, or that we do quantum leap. It's like we start becoming the person we want to be.
1,000% feel that. Even for me, like I remember the first acting book that I read.
Yeah.
It's called The Practical Handbook to Actors for Acting. And the first thing that it said was, a character is defined by their actions. So when you become a character, whatever character you choose to be, your actions has to go along with it. So for example, for me, it's like I was acting for the longest time, but I felt like something was off. I feel like I wasn't living my true potential yet.
Yeah.
And then sometime around last year, I was like, I'm not just an actor, I'm a writer. I consciously made the decision to just say, I'm a writer. And I started just falling, because I already knew I loved writing. I just
Yeah.
didn't think that I was a writer.
Yeah.
I would journal, I would write songs, any thoughts that I had, I'll put it on my notes. I was already writing, I just didn't claim
Being a writer.
being a writer. And the moment I did that,
Yeah.
I ended up co-writing 2 short films, wrote like 3-4 other skits. I ended up writing a TV pilot in 2.5 weeks.
That's amazing.
Like, it was just bam. The moment I made that decision, like, shift. Energetically, something felt different.
Yeah.
My habits began to change.
Yeah.
Even, like, I started looking at, okay, if I'm a writer, what would I do? If I'm a writer, that means I'm writing. Okay, I gotta have a routine that goes along with it. So that shift changed, and then I did action. And then over
Right.
time, I started seeing more things. And I feel like I'm able to say it now, because enough time has passed by the time this episode is released. But I'm happy to say that I've been accepted into the Hillman Grant Mentorship Program as a TV writer.
Let's go, baby.
Thank you. Oh my
We're
gosh.
on the up and up.
We're on the up and up. And even then, when I was applying, I haven't even written a TV pilot before. I'd never written a TV pilot in my life. I've written short films, skits. But in my mind, I was already like, well, I'm a writer.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get into this program.
Yeah.
I just claimed it. And I was
Yeah.
like, just little bit by little bit every day, started writing this pilot. By the end of it, I submitted it. And I was like, okay, now university, take the wheel.
Yeah.
But it all started from, I'm a writer.
Yep. And I remember when you told me, I was like, oh, so when you get accepted, remember?
Right. Yeah.
When I get accepted,
Yeah.
it just happened for him.
It does. And you will, like, if you were to ask me a year ago, 2 years ago, hey, Rob, you're going to have a TV pilot. You are going to claim, you're going to be a writer. I'd be like, no, I'm still acting. Now I could confidently say I'm a writer who acts.
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
He's hot right now. He's hot.
Nixon 5.
I freaking
Yeah.
love that, man. I just feel like that's how it is. I think we just have to decide and just embody that.
Yeah.
Like take on that persona, let's say, or that character that we create for ourselves. And the minute that we do that and we set that intention, like, all right, this is who I am now. This is what's gonna happen. This is who I'm gonna be. Everything just aligns.
I mean, that happened to
Falls
you.
into place.
That also happened for you too.
Did it? When?
I feel like it definitely happened the moment you. I can't speak on your full story. I know you mentioned it on the podcast before, but even when you said, I'm gonna quit my full-time job and I'm gonna
Yeah.
pursue, like I'm a content creator.
Yeah, that is true.
Even think about who you were 3 years ago before you made that decision, how you looked like, what your energy was.
Everything was different. Everything was different. Like,
Right?
yeah, I even feel from our first season to now, there's a lot of changes. I feel
physically different.
energetically, like, yeah.
Like we're definitely, like, if you're watching this, we'll definitely put a picture of like, this is us in season 1 of our podcast. And this is now us
Yeah.
in season 4.
I just feel that, and we started here,
In the same place.
right in the same place, and we've just come a long way. Like, and I just remember when we recorded our first episode. And that was the thing too. Like, we made the decision to do a podcast, and it was like, all right, let's get a date on the books. That's it.
Boom.
This is the day we're gonna record, and we just did it. We just went with it, and here we are, season 4.
We made that shift. Because think about it, it's a radical shift to change your schedule, to make an intention to meet up with somebody, to record something
Yeah.
when we haven't done it before.
Yeah,
Even how things are set up, how it's being filmed,
yeah,
the mugs that we have, like a candle, like obviously there's certain things that are still the same, but there's also many things that are different.
that are definitely different. I think my mindset is different. I feel like the way that I think about things, even for myself, is different. Whenever you tell me anything good, I'm always like, yeah. Like, I just get excited for you.
Likewise to you
And
too.
it just feels like really good.
It's always
know
good
what I
vibes,
mean?
good energy.
Yeah,
you know?
it's just like always really good. And I know that I could, like, you know, probably get on your nerves sometimes, and vice versa.
Vice versa.
But
Yeah.
the love is always here.
You know how it is. The love is always here at Gemini
Love is
Soulcast.
always here, even though like sometimes we're like, yo, I just want to knock you. but in all reality though, too, it's like I knew even coming into this podcast with you that it was gonna be good. Set the intention, like this is gonna be great.
Right.
And it's been great.
And what I loved is that it's both things, right? It's making that conscious decision to make that shift. And as time goes on, gradually, we start seeing the things that's building,
Yeah.
right? So that's kind of how I feel about with quantum leaping. It's like you make that initial change, that pivot, and whatever it is in your life, and then let time do its course.
Yeah.
Keep reinforcing it. Be consistent with it. And here we are, season 4.
Season 4.
Most podcasts don't even get past the first episode.
No, they don't. It's crazy,
Yeah.
but it's true. But here we are,
Here we are, guys.
doing our thing.
Whew.
If you're one of those brands watching us, though, like, yo, we'll take sponsorships. It's about that time.
Please do.
Just saying.
Or if you have a hotel in Puerto Rico and you're like, hey, we love these guys. We'll house you guys for, 2 days, 3 days, 3 nights.
And we'll go there and record.
Record at your place. We'll give you guys a shout out.
Do a
All the
little
above.
UGC for you. Don't worry about it. We got you.
As you know. But yes, we would love to hear from you guys too. Write in the comments, what are some things that you feel like has changed about you, whether it's physical, spiritual, emotional, maybe even a year ago till now. Because I think sometimes it's good for us to reflect upon those changes to show how much
Yeah.
we have quantum leaped and have grown as people.
Yeah. It's the same thing, like, also for people that journal.
Yeah.
You might go back to an old journal from like 2 years ago and be like, what? Like, I've done that. I've gone back and read stuff from like 5 years ago or whatever, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I look at it and I'm like, I'm definitely not like this now. Like,
Yeah.
you could see the changes and see how much you've grown,
Your mindset completely different.
even from the writing alone.
Yeah, even like what were you focused on? How you
Yep.
focused on at that time. Now you could be like, oh, that
Yeah, like,
didn't matter as much.
even like sometimes I'll go on, and I'm not a big like Facebook fan. I just keep it because of like family and stuff. But sometimes I'll look, and there'll be like a memory from like 15 years ago, and I'll look at that and be like, "Yo, I was tripping. Why was I writing this? Like,
Right.
or why did I do that?" Like, you look at certain things and you're like, "Wow," or like even hanging out and doing, going to a place. Damn, we used to go there a lot. Why? Like, sometimes you just think about it, but that was just me in a whole different timeline.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to look back and see how far you've come.
I think sometimes when we're in the midst of everything, we can feel like progress is not being made. We can feel stuck. But if you really look back at certain things that you've done a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, you could actually see there's been a lot of changes.
There's a lot of changes. And keep in mind, too, that even though you may want changes right now and it's not happening as fast as you'd like, trust and believe. Things are happening behind the scenes. Just trust the universe, God, source, your spirit guides, whatever it is that you believe in. Trust and believe things are already happening. Just because you're not seeing it yet doesn't mean that it's not coming into fruition for you.
1000%.
So,
So be patient, but also know that when change does happen, it goes quick. So be ready for when that moment happens. And happy quantum leaping.
yeah. And don't forget to stay present, though.
That's right.
Don't miss out on the little, little signs, the little nuggets that are being placed for you on your road. You know what I'm saying?
The signs and synchronicities, the omens. They're going to be very important for you. And last but not least, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Gemini Soulcast.
Yep, we appreciate all the love and support, all the comments, all the likes, the shares. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
You already know.
And on that note, thank you guys again for tuning in to another amazing episode of Gemini Soulcast. I'm your host, Sim.
And I'm your host, Rob. And this is Gemini
Gemini
Soulcast.